Hello and welcome to This Date in History, aka T.D.H. This show is all about the events that occurred today and years past, both recognized by actual historians, but mainly things I personally find intriguing enough for me to bring to you. The source of this information comes from the smart device application Today in History on this day. For links to the app, music, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar. Anyway, on with the show! Today is Tuesday, aka Tuesday, April 24th, 2018. In 1704, the Boston Newsletter, the first regular newspaper in British colonial America, was published. In 1800, the United States Library of Congress was established when President John Adams signed legislation to appropriate $5,000 to purchase, quote, such books as may be necessary for the use of Congress, end quote. In 1895, Joshua Slocum set sail from Boston, Massachusetts aboard the sloop Spray. This voyage would eventually end with him becoming the first person to single-handedly circumnavigate Earth. In 1915, the arrest of 250 Armenian intellectuals and community leaders in Istanbul marked the beginning of the Armenian Genocide. In 1916, Irish rebels led by Patrick Kirst and James Connolly launched an uprising in Dublin against British rule and proclaimed an Irish Republic. This event is known today as the Easter Uprising. In 1918, during World War I, 3 British Mark IVs met 3 German A-7Vs at Villers-Bretonneux, France. This was the first aggressive tank-to-tank engagement in history. In 1922, the first segment of the Imperial Wireless Chain, providing wireless telegraphy between Leffield and Oakenshire, England, to Cairo, Egypt, became operational. In 1923, in Vienna, the paper Das Ich und das Es, or The Ego and the ID, by Sigmund Freud, was published. This text outlines Freud's theories of the ID, ego, and superego. In 1933, Nazi Germany began its persecution of Jehovah's Witnesses by shutting down the Watchtower Society office in Magdeburg. In 1957, during the Suez Crisis, the Suez Canal was reopened following the introduction of UNEF peacekeepers to the region. In 1967, cosmonaut Vladimir Komarov perished in Soyuz 1 when his parachute failed to open, becoming the first documented human to die during a space mission. Also in 1967, but during the Vietnam conflict, U.S. General William Westmoreland said in a news conference that the enemy had, quote, gained support in the United States, what gives him hope that he can win politically that which he cannot militarily, end quote. In 1970, the Gambia became a republic within the Commonwealth of Nations with Dawda Jawara as its first president. In 1980, 8 U.S. servicemen died during Operation Eagle Claw as they attempted to end the Iran hostage crisis. In 1990, the Hubble Space Telescope was launched from the Space Shuttle Discovery during STS-31. Also in 1990, Grenard Island, Scotland was officially declared free of the anthrax disease after 48 years of quarantine. In 1996, the Anti-Terrorism and Effective Death Penalty Act of 1996 was passed into law. And in 2013, a building collapsed near Dhaka, Bangladesh, causing the deaths of 1,129 people and the injury of 2,500 others. Birth, Cedric the Entertainer, 1964. And that concludes the show. Once again, check the underbar for any links you may be potentially interested in. For your dose of past events daily, I am Alexander, and you are you. Toodles!